Well, I've been at this a long while. Whew, some like, so the boxes aren't very heavy. There's something like 41 kilos in total. I have to go in possibly individual packaging. I might be able to put that on there, wrap that, put that on there, wrap that, do. Might be able to figure something out. So, yeah, I've been working hard to make a living. Got some awesomenesses of awesome going on here. All kinds of awesome. I'll figure out how to get that out again. All kinds of stuff. I've got some the real awesomenesses. Uh, how much is that? What, $200 on its own? Oh my, that one there's a good one too. Can't even get it out because all this stuff. Yeah, I've been working on this this Tetris stuff for whew, for nowhere near as wide, but what a beauty. Yeah, I've been working on this Tetris thing for quite some time. I found if I take this brass screw out, then I can, let's see what, harada. Then I can get this to go in there. We've got some really interesting things going on in here. All kinds of groovy stuff. Alright. So it took me quite some time to compile all this sort of thing. Just all kinds of awesome. We've got chisels. We've got kana blade and planes. I know the word kana before I know the word plane now. We've got these awesomenesses of awesome thingies, and I think I've got all told about 4 of those. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 of those units. That's the original leather pouch for some of these for chisels. I took some things out. I just couldn't fit them. Some things were just sort of generic kind of stuff. There's a few things that were really good. A few things I just thought, hey, I'll keep that. I could use that. All kinds of really groovy hammer type of dealy wheelies, and we've got some interesting types of chisels, some kind of variations. What I'm going to do now is pull it all out again, and yeah, it's awesome, isn't it? And continue on. We've got all kinds of awesomenesses, just really cool kinds of few of these. They're not easy to put in. If worse comes to worse, I'll have to take the blades out and just sort of, I don't know, tape them together on those or something like that. And got some pretty decent meaty old chisels and stuff. Right, let us continue on, shall we? Right, here's the plan. Plonk all this stuff here, plonk all that stuff there. I'll just keep plonking things. But yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here, and it's got to be worth my while. I mean, you know, they don't just give these stuff to you for free, you know, and just all the work I put in, and all the travel and time and gasoline and fees and auction house fees, and you know, you got to pay before you even get in the door, you know. It's got to be worth my while. These units here, this Chona, this one's awesome, and this one here, it said it's okay. The blade's perfect, but I'm thinking of running a weld in there. It'll be okay and still last a long time, but to make it last forever, I'm thinking of getting the MIG out there, and maybe over the weekend, and I'll clean all that up. I found a wire brush, in fact, in all that stuff. Put that in with my other gear. Oh, come off it. So there you go. The blade is absolutely beautiful. But I reckon if I run a weld in there, clean it up. Oh well, that should maybe grind it up, or maybe someone out there would rather do it themselves. Anyway, you want to slice it. It's a real nice piece. So, all right. I was thinking of chucking a whole bunch of stuff in that dealy wheelie there, but what I did was I went to my resources over the back there. Hold on a second. Like that, and just plonk this back on. Protector. Alright, we can live back over there. I'll get around, maybe over the weekend. I might do something about that. I went over there and to my toolbox resource. That was actually with that gear. That one layout too small for some of that gear. But yeah, I like to, keep them around because this, for instance. So I've held on to this one for years, actually. Right then. Oh, that's how I feel. It's not even. Is it even 12? 10 to 12. There you go. Not even 12, man. Right. Got a soldier on. Let's do this. Okay. Up next on the price is right. If you call in the next 10 minutes, we'll give you an extra set of steak knives for free. Right then. Where do we start? Okay, all of it. The lot. Now I'm thinking of possibly, I can do it. Being sea freight, what I can do is try to minimize the costings. I'll put maybe that with that, that box with that box with that tray or something like that, some configuration, so it'd be 2 allotments in the one shipment, in order to get everything under weight restrictions and size restrictions. So we have a lot of awesomenesses of awesome here. We've got some nice, this one's a beauty, real wide, but it's I found this one just recently. But the handle's all gone, but if you reco that, that'd be good. Right, so I'd say where's that really interesting? Had a really interesting chisel around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. Oh, anyway, right, this one here, that's probably the piece de resistance. It's still got meat on it, and as they say, it's an absolute beauty. It had like chalk marks here. I thought it might have been a flaw, but I just rubbed off some chalk marks. This is an absolute beauty. Got some kanji going on in there. Yeah, this is I don't want to drop that. That's a beauty. It's got a it's got that big foam piece there. Another one's got a wooden, there we go, that's a wooden deal. Yeah, that's for that unit there. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm thinking about. Right, that chisel there, that's got that cover. There you are, that's another beauty. Very good. See, if you walked into a Japanese shop and said, hey, I want one just like that, you're gonna have to pull out the checkbook, mate. That's the piece de resistance. They're not messing about with those. Okay, so I'm going to include this old pouch here from these chisels here, and an array of all kinds of different dealy wheelies here. I like this unit. This majiggy right here is thingy majiggy. Look at those really cool grooves it's got going on in there. That is fairly new, I'd say. So, but most are, antiquity. This kind of here is actually quite new. That was in a set of other stuff. So that's some fantastic condition, so I'll chuck that in too. Got some other awesome colours going on here, some real nice stuff. A little bit of a cracking in there. It's pretty good though. Nice long one, that one. Most of them are pretty good. You see here, over the years I put like these inserts in them and all sorts of things. They're all kind of in there too. Look at that dovetail inserts. Real nice. Got some just fantastic engravings and things going on with these deers. They're great to clean them up. Got some really rad units here, like for the shoji, for the sliding Japanese doors. They use all kinds of dealy wheelies like this and these kind of majiggy wiggies, these thingy majiggies here, and all kinds of dealy wheelies. So you'll find all kinds of really groovy stuff in here. So yeah, a lot of these colours you'll find have got like, look at that, beautiful. Oh, a bit of cracking in that one. Okay, that one's pretty beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, so once you clean off the subby, the surface rust, look at that, what a unit. That's one of those specialty units right there. This one looks pretty cool. Yeah, that's in good nick too. Look at that. What a beauty. Yep, there's more of those dealy wheelies. These thingy-majiggies are used for those shoji thingy-majiggies, like that one there. I included a few, this kashi no ki, that kashi with the hardest wood in Japan. But eventually that's sort of gone south. So I'll include those anyway because there's some extra, that's just a whatever type, there's some extra pretty groovy hammerheads in here. You'll find one there, and let's see that groovy dealy wheelie right there. That's for one of those chisel whizzles right there. Chisel whizzles, because obviously that's the techie terms for this kind of stuff. Yeah, you got all kinds of really cool humper dumpers. There's one there, and there's a humper dumper right there. See, that works. Bit of key eye on this one, it might work. Let's see if it works. No. Some more key eye. Yeah, that works good. There's another one. Righto. Yeah, that unit there, I think I showed that. Some other colours in here that are real nice. Bit of a clean up. That's in good nick right there. Bit of a clean up, and alright, that one's rough. Oh, there's a bit of cracking in there. Alright, so you could, if I was worth my salt, I could do that sort of thing with that too, couldn't I? But most of them are real good. Like that unit there, very interesting things we've got going on here. Look at this dealy wheelie, and this cute one. Hew. That's what you do with that. Another one there. There's another colour right there. That's got an insert in it also. So they really took care of their tools, and they want to. There's another beautiful one right there. Yeah, that's a beauty. Oh, that. There's that rad. There's some of mine up there. I'll use those ones there. That unit. These dealy wheelies here. These are rad. Bit of cracking in the handle there. Look at these blades are super sharp. So you get that and you go that way, and you go that way, go that way, right? You go that way and whoosh, slide that and shave dealies. Look at this one. Isn't this rad? Good condition. These are like really sharp. Nice, so be careful with those. So if there's someone that, like, you know, you don't like, no, don't give them ideas. Now, they're just wow. So I'm including all of these. There's a 1 tool tree chaw tribe of these. Look at this unit. My. What does that say? That says something or other. Yeah, that's the kanji for something or other. Could be possibly, maybe. Right, then, another one of these dealy units. Oh, I'm not kidding. These are My. Right, that might remind you of some other things that are around here. Now, you can discover them. Look at that, there's another one. So most of them are fine. There's a little bit of cracking in that handle over there. Someone's wired that up a bit. Yeah, these are just freaking fruit tingling awesome. Right then, there's a family show. Okay, so you'll find all kinds of awesome dealy wheelies in here. Just all kinds of interesting stuff. So, it's got to be worth it to me, you know. If I'm doing this sort of thing, I've got to make it worth my while. It ain't easy. It ain't easy being me, that's for certain. I'll get around to doing that. I'm not thinking of, should I weld that up or let someone else do it? Maybe let someone else do it. Alright, so some people out there enjoy messing about with these tools, and they like to utilize real deal traditional tools in order to make real deal traditional things. Like the Brendan Voyage. Whoa, that was really interesting. If you don't know about the Brendan Voyage, you haven't lived. Anyways, get the book. Anyways, or watch the documentary. Anyways, there was a chap out there that bought this sort of stuff off me many a year ago, and he said he's building a tea house, and he wants the real deal. So who's he come to? If you want some tools in your neighborhood, who you gonna call? ABAREBUGYO! How cheesy is that? If you want some tools that look real good, who you gonna call? ABAREBUGYO! If you got some dough, a lot of dough, who you gonna call? ABAREBUGYO! Do we have any more lines to this stupidness? So, if you want to build with old school gear, who you gonna call? ABAREBUGYO! If you want to hear some really cheesy sounding guy doing cheesy songs and sounding really stupid, who you gonna call? Finally, well, I've been playing a bunch of Tetris. Keeping in mind that I've got to protect blades and things like that. So it's reading a texty-wexty thing here. That's the chess guys. Chess dudes want to play on the morrow, but I've got to sort out this internety thing. Buddy's coming over, but I tell you, I'd rather be off playing chess. That's what you're... Right, let's sort this out. I'll do a final weights and measures so that I'll put 2 and 2. That'll be how that works. One of these blokes saying, alright. Tell you though, if I can get that internety thing sorted out, these blokes are going to somewhere real close to somewhere real nice. And I should be off playing with them. At this age I should be retired. But that's not the case. The Japanese, I tell you, they work until they're 90. You know, I'm serious. In my country, you know, when they get to retirement age, what do then? They just sort of wither away and die. And they don't do all the things that they dreamed of for doing when they were young. Right then. Anyways, right, so that's the origi-dig for that dealy wheelie there. Sort of working out how to protect blades and stuff like that. These are awesome. So, yeah, they're worth including. Now, all these dealy wheelies in here. Alright. That dealy wheelie and that dealy wheelie might go together. We'll see how, I'll figure out the configuration of how I'm going to get all this done. Long side, short side, long side, short side. Alright. Genius. Right then. Now, yeah, I'll do some final weights and measures. This doesn't have a top, this one. I'll just figure something out and then use those plastic strap thingy majiggies. I'll put something over a plastic strap thingy majiggy, something like that. We'll figure something out. Now, that's pretty much that. The big boss says he'll be around at about 1, and we are just after 1, so it looks like hopefully he'll show up and I'll get that sorted out, and then keep soldiering on, mate. That's what you do, you see, you keep soldiering on. Yeah. Well, I figured I was waiting around for the boss, so what I'll do is I'll make a... Said he's going to be here at 1. Alright, so he's come and gone. So that's cool. The tunny fella showed up. He's off to go very close to where I reside to pick up all kinds of stuff, he said, like a laser coal, that's a refrigerator, Sentucky, some kind of fan, it's a washing machine, Senpuki's fan, and an air conditioner, something like that. Alright, now, I had to make the executive decision of what to do while I'm here, so I figured I'll give that a bash. Now this one here is fine, this Chona, beautiful one, but this one here had some pretty deep cracking going on in here. The Federation, the World Federation for MIG Welders, artistic MIG Welders, called me up and said, alright, we've seen all your submitted photographs and we've decided that you won't win, but you should get at least 3rd place. And I'm like, okay, fair enough, you know. Personally, I think it's rigged myself, but yeah. Anyways, but there's at least enough metal in there using this dealy wheelie to make this, you know, a practical thing again. Now, the other side, which I'm not too worried about, do a bit of that, bit of key eye on that one, good. Now let's just take this out of the vise for a second. Now the other side, it's still warm. Have faith in me on that one. Now I'm not going to get 1st prize. I could clean it up more. With use it'll sort of polish up and shine, won't it? I think I might list these tomorrow actually, along with those saws. I figure at least if I'm not going to get 1st prize, and I reckon it's just rigged, but I at least got a consolation prize of a nice hot piece of molten metal. And I put these dealy wheelies on that managed to get through there and into my sock, so that was good. So a nice piece of molten metal, and that felt glorious, in fact. So that's good. Now, now the other side, see, there was some fairly deep cracking and gouges, and it was definitely on its way out. We really didn't want to go close to the edge. Now, the other side, so you can see where it has some pretty serious cracking going on, and I believe it's got enough molten metal in there to got enough material in there to keep it going for another, you know, could still use the thing for quite some time. I could go ahead and groove that out with the grinder and then weld all along there, but I figure someone might want to use it, someone might want to do that and, you know, see if they can get 2nd prize or something. But she ain't pretty, but from what it was, it's not bad, and that edge and all, it's not terrible. I'm trying to convince myself that it's not terrible, but I mean, it doesn't exactly pump out a lot of amps, that thing, so sometimes it'll go but it works okay. That's pretty good actually, so I'm not making excuses here. I mean, third prize is pretty reasonable. So yeah, you see the cracking in there, so you could gouge that out and weld it up if you wanted to, or keep it as a and just use it and just keep your eye on it, you know. But what I'll do is I'll put these together, alright, so they can hang out and do what cholnas do. Alright, okay, so that's pretty much that. Should I just do the weights and measures now? No, how about I just go and worry about it tomorrow? Yes.